Avanti Morocha. This video is in collaboration with We Are Memory Keepers. They sent me some of their products from the line Foil Quill to review. I'm also going to show you how to use the heat pen with Cricut and Cameo cutting machines. It is important to mention that We Are Memory Keepers is not affiliated with any cutting machine. Now let's begin. This is everything that comes in the box of Foil Quill Fine Tip Heat Pen. The Fine Tip Heat Pen, which is excellent for details and small fonts. 4 cutting machine adapters. A is for silhouette, B is for brother, C for Cricut, and D for C6. There is also a heat-resistant plate and multilingual instructions. These are other Foil Quill products. Foil Quill sheets. You can also get foil rolls that are 12 by 72 inches. Also available are USB artwork drives. This drive is for holidays and contains 200 images. These images are SVG and PNG files. This drive is from the designer Amy Tangerine and includes 200 images. These are some of the materials that Foil Quill work with: paper, cardstock, vinyl, fabric, fake leather, wood, and more. Here are the prices of Foil Quill pens at the time of recording this video. The all-in-one set includes 3 pens, fine, standard, and bold, and is $99.99. If you get single pens, the price is $39.99. On foilquill.com, you will also find the FAQ about their products. For example, what cutting machines that this works with: Cricut, Silhouette, Brother, and C6. If you are interested in their products, I recommend taking a moment to read their FAQs. Now I'm going to show you how to use the heat pen with Cricut. Screw the adapter C into the Foil Quill heat pen. Now remove the Cricut adapter from clamp A, open the latch, put your finger underneath the adapter and push it up. It will pop. Insert the heat pen into clamp A, close the latch, plug it to a power source. I'm using an extension. You want the power source to be as close to the machine to accommodate color length and machine movement. As you can see, the heat pen will line up when it's plugged in. Now, place the resistant plate underneath the pen. This protects your machine from the heat generated from the pen tip. Allow the Foil Quill pen 5 minutes to heat up. These are the designs I made to use with this project: labels and flags. Everything you see in red is getting transferred with the heat pen. If you have Cricut access, I recommend using fonts with a writing style. These styles work best with small letters and foil. As you can see, the light type is on draw. Choose any pen. However, I recommend only using one for everything with foil. All the shapes with the black lines have the line type on cut. Select everything and press attach. Now press make it. To make things easier, place the design at the bottom of the mat. I place one corner of the design at 111, which I will use as a reference. As you can see, the actions are draw, then cut. Select your machine. I'm going to use my Cricut Explorer. The material I'm using is cardstock. As you have seen before, I placed the heat pen instead of the Cricut pen in clamp A, and I have the fine point blade in clamp B. Now load the mat. Place the cardstock at the bottom of the mat. Place the foil in the area where the design is going to be, using 111 as a reference. Place washi tape around the foil to keep it in place. Ensure that the tape doesn't cover any part of the design. Don't forget to remove the resistant plate before loading the mat. Now load the mat. To begin, press the Cricut button. I fast forwarded this part of the video. The process to transfer the foil took about 6 minutes. Here you can see how the heat pen transferred the foil to the cardstock. Now that the drawing process is over, press pause. Now you get why I placed the material at the bottom. It is easier to remove the foil from this part of the mat. Press pause again to continue the cutting portion of the job. I fast forwarded this part of the video. The cutting process took about 1 minute. Unload the mat. Now that I'm done using the heat pen in this project, I'm going to unplug it. Place the resistant plate underneath the heat pen. Remove the foil quill pen when it cools down after a couple of minutes. The labels and flags look great. Now I'm going to show you how to use the heat pen with Silhouette Cameo 3. Screw the adapter A into the foil quill heat pen. Insert the heat pen into the holder of Tool 2. Connect the USB to a power source. Once the foil quill pen is plugged in, it will line up. Place the resistant plate underneath the heat pen. Allow the foil quill pen 5 minutes to heat up. These are the designs I put together for this project. Everything in blue is going to be transferred by the heat pen in foil, and the red is going to get cut. As you can see, I'm only using blue and red lines. For this kind of project, I recommend using thin stroke fonts. This is a font that I bought a long time ago. If you have the subscription to the design store, use fonts with a thin stroke. Go to Page Setup and click on Show Grid. Now click on Send. Select everything and place the designs at the bottom of the mat. I place one of the corners of the design at 111 that I will use later as a reference. I'm going to use the action by lines. Move the blue line to the top. For the blue line, select Tool 2. The material is cardstock. The action is Sketch. Tool is the sketch pen, but we are using the heat pen. The red line is in Tool 1, Material Cardstock, Action Cut, and the tool is the auto blade. I'm going to do this project in two parts. The first part will be a sketch and the second is cut. Remove the check mark from the red line. Place the cardstock at the bottom of the mat. Place the foil in the area where the design is going to be. Use the 111 as a reference. Place washi tape around the foil to keep it in place. Don't forget to remove the resistant plate before loading the mat. Now load the mat. Click on Send. I fast forwarded this part of the video. The process to transfer the foil took about 5 minutes. Now that the first part is over, ensure you don't unload the mat for the second part. Remove the foil from the mat. Here you can see how convenient it is to have the design at the bottom. Now go to Silhouette Studio, remove the check mark from the blue line and check the box in the red line. Now it's time to start part 2, cutting. Click on Send. I fast forwarded this part of the video. The cutting process took about 1 minute. Unload the mat. Now that I'm done using the heat pen in this project, I'm going to unplug it. Place the resistant plate underneath the heat pen. Remove the foil quill pen when it cools down after a couple of minutes. These are the labels and flags I made with Cricut, and these are the ones I made with Silhouette Cameo. Both look amazing. I'm thrilled with the excellent results of this product. The foil quill heat pen is a good investment if you want to work on similar projects at home. Now I'm going to show you how I use these labels and flags. I use them for party favors. You can use this one for a bridal shower and put a bath bomb inside. This is a wedding favor box. I use the flag in this wedding favor. And I hope you can see how well the foil transferred to the small letters. Another wedding favor. And the flags can be used as decorations. If you are familiar with foil, you know how frustrating small lines or text can be. However, everything changes with the foil quill fine tip heat pen. I hope you like this video and you find it informative. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. If you are interested in any of these products, I'm going to leave you the links where you can buy them in the info box below the video. If you are new to my channel and you like what you see, hit the subscription button, tap the notification bell so you get informed every time I release a new video. Don't forget to visit my blog, follow me on my social media, like this video and share it with your loved ones. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.